at your lead.
Good morning from Chessington World of Adventures. Yes, yes, we're out. Now, it is only a zoo day here at Chessington. However, we want to come along, we want to see how the park looks, and we kind of want to see what precautions they got in place for you guys that will be visiting when the theme park reopens on the 4th of July. Now, you've just seen us enter there. We enter through the top car park because the bottom one is still being used for a testing site. You queue up a bit, you get your temperature checked as you saw, and then you get this wonderful wristband, which is dated before parking. They were parking us as well, separated by 2 meters, actually more than 2 meters, more than the door width, isn't it? So we could spend lots and lots of time apart. The queues are all nicely labelled out going into the park as well, with footprints everywhere. They have checked our tickets and we scanned our annual passes. So all present and correct, and here we are inside. So it is a zoo day. It's a zoo day here at Chessington, and we started off where we left off. So we came to Chessington the day before lockdown, literally the last day, operating day of the theme park. We were at Chessington. If you haven't seen the vlog, go back and check out the vlog, because it's got all of this, including POVs from the jungle rangers and indeed the river rafts. So you want to see this in action before you come back, head back on our older one. But we want to come back now and see kind of what changes. You know, the park's been shut 3 months. 3 months. It's been open 2 days now for just for zoo, which is nice. And a good thing is as well on this zoo day is that we can explore. We can explore the park. We can go up, I believe, to lorikeets. We can definitely go and see the tigers. And, you know, we can go all and all around. I don't know whether the shows are on, Kurt. Let's have a look. So this is a lovely, lovely sheet. So Trail of the Kings is open, Amazoo, Otters, Children's Zoo, Wanyamba Village. What's on the back?
A safety precaution, safety guide.
Okay. So it doesn't look like there's any shows open today, and it also doesn't look like the Sea Life Centre is open, which might be the reason why they have indeed opened Land of the Tiger for you to go and have a look at the tigers, and might indeed be as well why it's open down the bottom. Now then, we're going to be looking at some of the construction. I know some people have been asking about the Ramesses site, and some people have been asking about the Blue Barnacle site. That'll be in a separate video. We just want to show you around today, show you some of the animals, and show you some of the things that they're doing at the park to keep you safe when you come. We've seen sanitizer on entrance. We've also seen sanitizer on the where else we've seen sanitizer? We've seen them on the fence post, and you'll see here as well, this is all labelled out for when the shops reopen. We've got where people should be queuing, and you'll see as well there is a one-way system in place in various areas, particularly going into Wanyamba Village. So you can see here, Wanyamba Village, one way. So when I don't think Zufari will open with the park. I have a feeling it wasn't open on the last day of operation. It wasn't open, but if you want to go into Wanyamba Village, this is the way you would go. You would go directly ahead, follow the arrows, and go down there, and then assumably come back out the other end. I'm a bit surprised the entrance is here, actually. I thought this would be the exit, but I suppose it leads you into the zoo, leads you into the rest of the zoo. So yeah, we're gonna have a little look around. We're gonna have a you know, wander around the park. We're gonna enjoy it. It's a gloomy day, but it's supposed to be quite warm, so fingers crossed we'll get it done. So following our one-way system around, Kurt, that's what we're doing, isn't it? Following our one-way system round. We haven't seen another person yet. I don't really know where people have gone. I don't know where people have gone. I have no idea where people have gone. Now, Zufari was shut on the beginning of the season. I somewhat don't think this will open either straight away. You can see over there that they've all been covered up, some of them, look, by the looks of things. Now, Zufari wasn't open at the beginning of the season. I don't know how easy social distancing is going to be on Zufari, to be honest with you. So I'm not sure if it is going to be open. Not sure what to do. They could do it. I think they could do it. It's not like the chance of it breaking down are quite slim. Yeah, they could do it. They could do it. As you can see, we've got more sanitizer on there. We are following a one-way. We're following a one-way system round as well. It's really peaceful. It's really peaceful. Now, when we went, interestingly, because we've taken a few shots of obviously coming in, and when we checked online, yeah, a few trucks abandoned around. They've sort of parked them all around. So when I booked online fairly early for this, to be honest. I had a feeling it was going to be quite popular. I think it will be quite popular. I think it will pick up a bit. Now, there's no availability left for this weekend at all. Now, they are limiting capacity, but I have a feeling there's obviously a little bit of leeway in it, because when you get up to the gate, what you'll have noticed, possibly on the sign if you read it quick enough, is it does say pre-book to guarantee entrance, but it doesn't say it's 100% required. So I wonder if they're expecting people to just rock up. You know, and we were asked, did we have our tickets? Yes, we did. We joined a different queue. And we haven't got our tickets. There is still a ticket inquiry area. So I'm kind of a bit confused, to be honest, because, you know, if 10,000 people decide to rock up without a ticket, I don't really know how they manage the queues and everything. I don't quite understand how they're doing that. But it seems like there is a little bit of a leeway on it if you've arrived, that you will probably be able to get in, you know, on a zoo quiet day. Whether that worked for the theme park, I'm certainly not 100% sure. But certainly on a zoo quiet day, so it looks like you may well have been able to get in. So yeah, quite interesting, quite interesting. There's our one-way system. We now join another one-way system here, which is quite amusing. So this is exit only for there, and you can see as it sort of comes all the way around here. So and then we join that. Yeah, so if we want to go and see the meerkats, we'll have to go all the way around and then come back and see the meerkats. There's a goat having a little wander over there. Everyone likes a good goat. Feels really quiet. Feels really quiet down there. Yeah, it just feels really quiet, doesn't it? So you'll see as well, we've got some standing points. If you want to stand and look at the animals.
Oh, it's been hired.
Yeah, this has been hired as well. Kurt, you can't see how high you can jump. You can't see through here. So obviously, as expected, all of kind of the user items are all fenced off, because obviously they need to keep them clean. There's no monkeys in here anymore either, but we can see some animals over there. Cody, what are you getting excited about? What are you getting excited about?
I mean, the bulls have actually been let out though.
The bulls are out.
Oh, yeah. They're actually
The bulls are out.
Oh, and they've changed half of this cage to a brown goat.
Yeah, we've got some goats in here. And to be fair, this cage has been empty for ages. It's nice to see some goats. Alright, dudes.
I'm pretty sure we can see them because the children's zoo.
Alright, dudes.
You can open, is it? Oh, the children's zoo is open.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think it looks like.
I'd imagine that will follow a one-way system, would be my guess, but still nothing in the middle.
There's a duck.
Like a good duck.
A couple of ducks.
Like a good duck, I think. Good duck. Yeah. Still feels a bit empty down there, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Still feels a little bit empty down there. But we'll follow our one way out now. We'll show you a picture of the bird and we'll head off to the rest of Chessington World of Adventures. Cool, you've got big, haven't you, mate? That's a nice mealworm you got there. God, I don't remember it being that big. Goats. And oddly, exiting. Alright, mate, chill out. We'll be exiting this way, more hand sanitizer. Exiting through the bar and grill. I don't think I've ever walked through this. All my years here, I don't think I've ever walked through this. And then you walk all the way around there and up here. What? What? Oh, Cody. Do you want the bad news?
What, but I can't see my capybaras and they're not here anymore.
Did you look for them earlier? Did you remember to look for them?
Yeah, but the fence was like triple the height of what it normally is.
But you got to remember, we can walk around there today, can't we?
True.
So obviously Cody can't see his capybaras. Can't see, and this is brilliant. By the way, you know, credit to the park here. Oh, look! 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 And of course Amazoo won't be open. But yes, it's all really well laid out so you can see things. Amazoo won't be open for a long time, I wouldn't think. And we could have a look. Oh, yeah, no.
please.
So I don't know. Interestingly, I actually thought after 3 months there might be something here.
What are they going to put there?
I don't know. No, the turtles are up with the capybaras. But yeah, this is very well laid out. They've done a really good job, in honesty. I think they've done a really good job.
Are they boarding up to do it now? No, I think they know. They're going to do something, aren't they?
Looks like it's been landscaped a little bit.
Well, there's still poo. Something's been in there.
Yeah, it does look like something's been in there, doesn't it?
I'm calling it that they're making it into a pig cage.
Pig?
Yeah, it's a mud bowl.
This is Wanyama village. I'll be a bit disappointed if there's pigs down here.
Well, let's go.
So, we can't go that way, so then we follow the zoo. Oh, that's the penguins. Look at the penguins.
There's only one.
There's loads of penguins. And we go one way. Look at this, look. This is really well laid out.
Lots of cleaning going on.
Hey guys.
Looking through, yeah.
They look quite chilled, don't they?
Yeah.
Quite relaxed.
Yeah.
They have no idea there's a pandemic on. They're just enjoying penguin life.
Fair enough.
Don't blame them. I'd enjoy penguin life as well. And there we are. We're out the one-way system. That worked really, really well. Look at this, look. We got sidetracked in here. So you actually enter here and you walk around the other way now. And look, there's a mirror here.
Oh, he's cute. He's not.
You're calling yourself cute.
Oh, he's
Bad.
Okay.
such a curt, isn't he?
For the pig cage.
Micro pig. That be you then?
No. No, I'm the guinea pig.
Where are the donkeys gone? Where have the donkeys gone? I see no donkeys.
Are they both gone?
Still. Lots of cleaning. It's good. Yeah. I feel at home here. I feel at home.
To be fair, with the cleaning, you might actually be able to see through the windows now for the animals.
Oh, that's a fair
Sometimes
point.
it's a struggle.
Sometimes it's a bit of a struggle. Right, let's go via room on a broom.
That needs a trim. It's overgrown.
A lot of things need a trim. I will say on the way in the car, I thought we were lost in a bush in a field at one
It
point.
did come through your window.
Did come through the window. Have they fixed it? No. No.
How's that gonna work, by the way?
Oh my god, that
I
is
mean-
awful.
They've done a good job of that. What are you talking about?
It's getting rid of, they're just cut out.
Yeah, I got a brand new sign for a brand new attraction.
It looks like that.
Thought they might have fixed that over the last couple of months, not going to lie to you.
Cheap, isn't it?
But,
What added this on here?
right, that's onwards. I don't know how we get in Trail of the King, so we're going to go and investigate right now. Oh, the assumption is we still go in here, but look at this, look. It's all queued out, it's all lined out, it's all poured out. We'll try and find the end of it, and hopefully we can go in to Trail of the Kings. But yeah, look, there's loads of space. So it looks like it will be limited as well. It will be limited. But yeah, here's the entrance. Up we go. Oh, little baby at the top, look. So apparently the arrows might still be wet. Now bearing in mind we're a couple of days in, my guess would be these have either been painted back over or it's a new, the one-way system's a new thing. Maybe they had a bit of to and fro in on the first couple of days. But yeah, it's good to see, good to see. And little baby, little baby!
Yeah.
Little baby! You want it quick? Oh, so sweet. I've missed coming to the zoo. I don't know if anyone's noticed. Anyone noticed?
Yeah,
I've missed coming.
Apparently a bit wet.
So yeah, we're a one-way through Trail of the Kings as well. Again, more sanitizer up. I think that arrow's always there, to be honest with you. Don't think that's new. And yeah, we've got the bush dogs here, and of course we've got the lions around the corner. They got a little platform now, look, maybe they come and sleep on the platform. Never seen them. Well, we have seen them, haven't we, but it's rare.
Yeah, they're not out much.
Then we got the tiger statue for the tiger that's no longer here. Now we know the other day they were replacing the glass down here. As we did photo, they were replacing the glass. That was the main glass down the bottom, but it looks like that's done because I can see lion and lioness sleeping at the top there. Hopefully we get a better view down the bottom. But yeah, again, all laid out. I mean, this is quite a confined space, this. I think it will cause more problems on a theme park day than what it will do on a day like today.
Yeah. It'll be busier. Well.
Well, who knows?
So well they do.
Who knows? Who actually knows?
Wasn't this still Bearcats one?
Yeah. There they are, look, sleeping, chilling out, relaxing, letting the world go by. Bless them, bless them. Bless them, bless them, bless them. They're just chilling. And yeah, we've got a glass here. Got some sanitizer. Do you want to use sanitizer? Kurt doesn't like that sanitizer because
it's very slimy.
It's a bit slimy.
But we've got some.
It's a tad on the slimy side, but we have bought our own. So, incidentally, because obviously we've seen people visit the parks and things, we do have masks with us. We do have masks with us, don't we? We all have our own masks, some nice cloth ones. At the moment, we're not wearing them because it's not busy. As I said, you know, you've seen us walk around the whole of Wanyamba village without seeing another person. We've seen 2 different groups down here. It's not busy. Now, we will be wearing it when we go into the shop. So we will go into the shop, show you some merchandise and show you kind of anything new that we can spot in the shop.
And if it gets busier, we'll put it on.
And if it gets busier, we will 100% put it on. But we haven't put them on yet, but we do have them with us. We have bought our own sanitizer, so the park are supplying sanitizer. I've seen it's everywhere. It's absolutely everywhere. So they are supplying sanitizer, but we have bought our own as well. So we are prepared. We've decided not to bring lunch. We're not going to eat in the park. You know, we're not making sandwiches or anything like that. Oh, Miss Vampire, just while I'm here. But yeah, we are ready. We are ready. So we are going to see how busy it gets. We were expecting it to be a lot busier when we got here, and it's really not that busy, to be honest, is it?
No, it's quite quiet.
No, it's quite quiet.
You've seen like 3 groups.
Yeah, I've seen hardly anyone. It's been really nice.
Oh,
So we'll see how busy it gets.
both of them.
Now, obviously, there would be no reason for this area to be open, but interestingly, where we've seen a lot of markings for the zoo, there is no markings yet in the queue line for Gruffalo River Ride Adventure. Which again, they've stuck the sign right in the Gruffalo's face. So I'll throw that one out there. Poor Gruffalo. Now, of course, there was a big question mark whether or not they would open the indoor rides. Now, before the lockdown, Toon Blaster and Gruffalo were open with people having their own cars and boats. So, yeah, will be interesting to see. Will be interesting to see whether or not they do that. It's nice hearing the music. It's really weird. It's really weird coming here on a zoo day and everything's put back together. In fact, I say zoo day. Obviously, it's the middle of June. The middle of June, but it's a zoo day. Things are closed off. Things we can't see. But yeah. A few people down Sea Lion Bay. Other than that,
Yeah, it's really quiet.
it's really quiet.
No one there.
There's no one here.
Which is nice.
No seeing the Gruffalo. We've got a lot of loose signs on the floor, which I think have fallen off the seats. Now, these were taped off, funnily enough, on the last day of the season. However, they're not taped off now, but I wouldn't mind betting there's no shows at all for the foreseeable future. That's my guess.
Probably.
I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Toon Blaster. You wait. You wait.
Oh yeah, we haven't been there.
You wait. Wait until you get back in there. We are heading down here now, and we are heading down here because we're in hope that we might see a capybara. Or 2. Or 2. Never really know. Capybara world. Cody's part of it. Will we see them? So the way this is laid out now, actually, with everything open, I really hope they continue to do this for zoo days. I appreciate they take some rides apart and things and do winter maintenance, but they've moved so many animals around. I can see a capybara. I can see one. That, you know, it's so much easier. And again,
Oh, you see why?
Cody can just about see.
I can see.
Just go ahead in line with the fence there.
I'm taller than it.
Just do it, yeah.
I'm still
You are,
taller
no.
than the fence.
Chessington, if you ever feel like putting a viewing window in for children, that'll be lovely. So children that want to see it. And this
So you
isn't,
don't want to be looking like...
this isn't a viewing area. I'm really sorry, guys. We need a viewing area.
It's a nicer space for
It is a nice place.
They're not always in this bit. They're usually over the back. So actually, in hindsight, I have no problem with them being here. I really don't. As long as it's open, as long as it's open at winter. You need to be able to come and see them. But this is ridiculous. Just can't see them. Just can't see them. Please stick a couple of glass things in so kids can have a look. And you know, mine can see over. But please, 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 please. By the way, Cody, just
Yeah.
What's that?
What's what? New merch.
New merch? New merch, people. Keep an eye out for that on the channel. Coming very soon. We'll see how many cars they got on, because we were saying earlier that potentially Dragon's Fury won't be too affected by reduced capacity if they run 8 or 9 trains. Now train number 9 actually is right here. I don't know if you can see that on the camera. Yeah, you see a little Toad there, look, little Toad, he's chilling out. So we know they still have the cars. We'll have a look at the station on the way around. We're going to walk into Land of the Tiger now and have a little look around there. See if we can find some tigers. Tiger on the bridge. Tiger on the bridge. It was a little bit busy around here, a little bit manageable. Certainly manageable. All the tablets have been removed, so there's no touching of the tablets. So looks like we can walk all around here. This might be a bit tight with people waiting in the queue. He hasn't seen people in ages. Well, fresh meat anyway. Hasn't seen fresh meat in a while. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh, boat stacked up. That is one of my favourite things. I tell you now, whilst it's disappointing we don't have a samurai here, and it's a bit disappointing, I can't lie to you, that is fantastic. That crossing, the fact the Tigers use it now is just fantastic.
Okay, you can get some amazing views.
Oh, you really can get some great shots and some great views, and your chances are you'll see them on the ride. One of the best things Chessington have done in a while. Needs a bit of a paint, bless it. It's not fared well. It's been a few years now. Do have a bit of a paint. No, it's brilliant. I love that. I love that. I really, really do love that. And this area is blended in really nicely. I still like to see another ride here. And I still like to see them do something with this rock work that we all know was a dragon. There's no longer a dragon. No. But other than that, to be fair, really, really happy. We're not going to walk in there, but we just noticed the toilets have been themed. Look at that. How cool do they look? How cool are they? We're noticing new things as we walk round. Bear in mind, I've been here this season, noticing quite a lot of new things. So yeah, a little bit of construction going on, a little bit of extra going on. Obviously no rides are open, nothing's testing. If we see anything testing, we will put that in the video as well. You're right there, Kurt, you're struggling. Yeah. I'm off. I wonder if they fixed Cobra over the last 3 months. Because that thing was, ugh.
Slow?
Oh God, did I wait 4.5 years for it to do anything?
Stuck to this side, nearly.
Oh my life, I really hope they fixed that. The thing was horrible. Fingers crossed they fixed Cobra. So you can see a few people waiting for the lorikettes, people are keeping their distance, which is nice to see.
They have painted out things, but no one stood with them.
No, they could do with sweeping, to be fair. They could probably do with sweeping a bit. But yeah, Cobra was in desperate need of some love and attention. I really hope it's got it over the last few months. I can't imagine that'll be open anytime soon, Temple of Mayhem. Dodgems might be a problem. Swings as well might be a problem, and the swings were shut. So when I came, the swings were shut. And I have to say, it's a horrible social distancing nightmare, logistical nightmare. I think they would have to seat people individually. And of course, Chessington don't like having 2 members of staff on here. So I don't quite know how that's gonna work. Dodgems, I'm really interested in see how they're gonna do Dodgems. So yeah, this area might be a bit empty. Jungle Bus isn't gonna be a good one. Generally, the rides are quite good for spacing people out, but these ones,
This whole area.
probably the worst. So it looks like they've got 7 on. I mean, I know they have 9. I know they can run 8. But it looks like they've got 7 on.
How many do they have? Because there's like 8 there.
No, there's not 8 there. I think there's 6 there, 1 there. Interesting, interesting. It looks ready to roll anyway. Certainly looks ready to roll. Oh, what's that, Kurt?
Match?
Oh, where'd that come from?
That's nice.
It's nice.
I think there's more.
Yeah. So, we have a one-way system. We are given a basket, And then if we touch anything that we then don't want to buy, it all goes in the basket, and they've got a quarantine area at the end so that they can then sterilise it before it goes back on sale. So you can only follow the one-way route, which is good. I want to get a drink. So drink goes in the basket. In the basket. You see, we're all masked up. All masked up, ready to go around here. Got a t-shirt as well. I don't know where this t-shirt comes from. It's really nice. I really like it.
Where would they come from?
So yeah, if you change your mind, if you touch something, pick it up, put it in the bag, and then they'll clean it by the tills. I mean, that is fantastic. Ooh, they got some...
They're looking nice for a £1, to be fair.
I'm gonna get one of them. Add to my
Collection.
Add to my collection. Who let me come in the shop? Who let me come in? These are badges. Black Buccaneer badge. Retro now. Trying to see if there's any new ones for the new rides, but it doesn't look like there is. These are good, aren't they? Look at this, look. This is well planned out. I'm really impressed with this, God. Impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really, really impressed with this. Really, genuinely impressed. So they obviously don't want you to touch any clothing, ideally, because it's going to be really difficult to clean. I still like that top. I still like it. Now, we have a Wicker Man bag. Do we want a vampire bag?
Dun, dun.
So the cars are down on Rattlesnake. It was another ride not open last time I was here for full theme park day. Rattlesnake was shut. I think one car each actually worked quite well. They pretty much do that anyway. I would expect to see this open with the theme park. July 4th?
Yeah.
Nice t-shirt. July 4th.
Nice.
So it's certainly prone to get a little bit busier here at Chessington, but you know, bearing in mind some of the pictures you've seen of beaches and things like that, people are keeping their distance, which is really what you can ask for, Kurt.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really what you can ask for, and it's working really, really well, I have to say. It's still not as busy as I thought it would be. I don't know, I can't tell. We've seen a few people walking around wondering where the rides are.
Yeah, oh, it's not open.
It's not open. Bear in mind you're only paying 12 quid for it, you know. There we have it. Chessington World of Adventures is back open for the zoo at the moment with a proposed theme park opening of the 4th of July. It's the first time we set foot in the park in over 3 months, but we were here for the last day of the season, and we're near enough here for the first day of the season, which is the same season. It's very confusing, very confusing. So what do we think? I have to say, we are thoroughly impressed with Chessington. Really, really impressed. We were a bit like, we're not sure how it's going to work. We're not sure how they're going to manage it, and particularly queuing outside was a massive fear of mine, because going into lockdown, you know, all of the theme parks, it was just a massive crowd outside, and it's like, oh, we've got measures inside, but you know, outside you're screwed. Not the case. We've driven in, you know, carefully. We've had our temperature checked. We've been parked, and we've been parked with lots and lots of space, which is great. We've then queued in the new queuing area that they have there. It's all poured out. You know, again, there'll be bag check for bag checking purposes. If not, you go straight in. Again, it's all lined out, and of course for Zoo Day, the whole place is open. So it's really dispersed the crowds, Doesn't feel too busy, but I would probably say they're about right for capacity, to be honest with you. I'd probably say there's about the right amount of people in the park. You know, limiting people going into Trail of the Kings and the Lorikeet Lagoon and you know, places like that. There are going to be a little bit of queues if you're coming probably on a weekend. I don't know whether it's going to be like it during the week. I imagine still weekdays will still be quieter because some people have now gone back to work. Staff have been brilliant. Staff are all wearing masks. So we put masks on to go inside the shop. I love the shop process. You know, you carry the basket, and then if you accidentally touch something, or if your kids touch something, you can put it into the basket and then tell them at the end so it gets cleaned. If not, buy the rest of the bits and off we go. We picked up a postcard as we showed you in the shop. You know, the hot dog outlet's open, and there are loads of people using it. Loads and loads of people using it. Thoroughly impressed with the way this has all gone. Plenty of sanitizing around. Surprising, a little bit surprising there's not more wash stations, potentially, because you're only supposed to sanitize 10 times before washing. So yeah, a little bit surprised there's not more of that. However, that said, you know, having the sanitizer ready, the toilets are open, you know, you can just take yourself to the toilet to wash your hands, and we even showed you ones in Land of the Land of the Tigers, which is open. So yeah, having more of the park open is a massive benefit, a real massive benefit, and something they should consider, really should consider, you know, outside of season as well, even when the rides are dismantled. We noticed there that Dragon's Fury actually has 8 cars ready to roll, which I think is its maximum. It'd be really nice to see if they can run it. It will require quite a good team to do so, but really positive. The park looks sort of ready to open. I'd probably say that some of the rides haven't been tested, haven't been looked at for a while. There's quite a lot of leaves, dead leaves going around, but we have had quite a lot of rain and storms the last couple of days, so it's very difficult to tell. We've had a great time. We spent 2.5 hours here. It's much longer than I thought we would spend here, to be perfectly honest with you. You know, you do have to bear in mind that you are going to come across people. You know, if you're worried about going out, you are going to come across people. So there are going to be occasions where you have to brush past people that aren't 2 meters away from you, but very sort of blink of an eyelid. But they've done everything in their power, you know, with one-way systems and everything set out. And it seems today, to be fair, that everybody is following the rules. You know, we've seen some of the videos coming out of America and things like that, where people just don't seem to care. Thus far today, really impressed. So Chessington World of Adventures is open for the zoo, and it is open very shortly for the theme park. Massive thumbs up to Chessington. Really great day we've had here. Sun's come out. What else can we ask for? It's going to be very hot in the next couple of weeks. You can imagine the park will be busy. Make sure you book online. Whilst it looks like you don't have to, make sure you book online if you want to guarantee entry. But from Chessington World of Adventures, my name's Adam. This has been UK Theme Parks. We'll be back very soon.